Why most people hate the chosen ones. The truth they won't tell you. Beloved, listen carefully, because this truth is not spoken openly, and many are not ready to hear it. Most people do not hate you because you are cruel, arrogant, or wrong. They hate you because your existence reveals what they are avoiding. My beloved, chosen ones disturb the unconscious world without saying a word. You do not need to announce who you are. Your presence alone creates discomfort. Why? Because you reflect truth, clarity, and authenticity in a world that survives on masks. Beloved, when you walk into a room, people begin to feel exposed. Not because you judge them, but because you see without needing to look hard. Your eyes carry awareness. Your silence carries weight. People sense that they cannot manipulate you easily, and this threatens those who rely on control. My beloved, many people hate chosen ones because you do not need external validation the way they do. You do not chase approval. You do not beg for acceptance. This independence unsettles those who are addicted to praise, attention, and reassurance. Beloved, here is a truth few will admit. Your peace irritates people who are at war within themselves. When you remain calm where they are reactive, they feel inferior, not because you made them so, but because your stability highlights their chaos. My beloved, chosen ones often trigger jealousy without possessing material superiority. You may not be richer, louder, or more powerful on the surface, but you carry something rarer, inner authority. This cannot be stolen, copied, or faked. Beloved, many people sense that you cannot be easily corrupted. You cannot be pulled into gossip for long. You cannot be sustained by drama. You cannot be controlled by fear. This makes insecure people desperate to discredit you. My beloved, some will attempt to humble you. Not because you are arrogant, but because your confidence reminds them of their self-betrayal. They will say you think too highly of yourself when in reality, you simply refuse to think too low. Beloved, chosen ones often face hatred because you outgrow environments. When you change, others feel abandoned, even if you never left them behind emotionally. Growth exposes stagnation, and stagnation resents growth. My beloved, people also hate chosen ones because you do not play predictable roles. You cannot be neatly categorized. One day you are soft, another day firm. One moment silent, another outspoken. This complexity frightens those who rely on labels to feel safe. Beloved, understand this. Many attacks against you are not personal, they are confessions. Every insult reveals insecurity. Every rumor reveals fear. Every attempt to diminish you reveals how large you feel in their subconscious. My beloved, some people hate you because you remind them of who they could have been. You embody courage they abandoned, honesty they suppressed, dreams they postponed. Seeing you walk your path reopens their own unresolved grief. Beloved, chosen ones are also hated because you do not conform to collective illusions. You question norms. You sense lies beneath traditions. You feel when something is off, even if everyone else pretends it is fine. My beloved, many will try to provoke you into reaction. They want to see you fall, because if you react, they feel justified. But your restraint is power. Your calm is authority. Beloved, here is the hardest truth. Some people will hate you simply because you are chosen to walk alone for a season. Loneliness is not rejection, it is preparation. Isolation sharpens discernment. Distance clarifies purpose. My beloved, do not waste energy trying to be liked by those committed to misunderstanding you. Do not dim your light to comfort those who prefer darkness. You were not sent to be palatable. You were sent to be real. Beloved, hatred is often the shadow cast by your light. If you were insignificant, no one would notice you. resistance follows relevance. My beloved, remain gentle but firm, compassionate but boundaried, loving but grounded. Your task is not to convince others of your worth. It is to remember it yourself. Beloved, let them misunderstand. Let them doubt. Let them project. You walk forward anyway, because chosen ones are not validated by crowds. They are confirmed by alignment. And alignment needs no approval. Beloved, now let us go even deeper, because the hatred chosen ones face is not random. It follows a pattern, and understanding this pattern protects your spirit from internalizing what was never yours to carry. My beloved, most people do not consciously decide to hate chosen ones. Their reaction is instinctive. Your presence activates their unresolved wounds. You become a mirror they did not ask for and do not know how to face. Instead of healing, they project. Beloved, understand this clearly. People are comfortable around those who confirm their worldview. You do not. You disrupt comfort by existing authentically. Your honesty exposes self-deception. Your boundaries expose manipulation. Your growth exposes stagnation. My beloved, this is why people may suddenly change toward you. Someone who once supported you becomes distant. Someone who praised you begins to criticize. Someone who trusted you now questions you. This shift is not about something you did. It is about something they feel. Beloved, chosen ones threaten false hierarchies. In many environments, value is assigned through dominance, conformity, or social performance. You do not compete for position. You do not beg for status. This destabilizes systems built on comparison. My beloved, many people hate chosen ones because you cannot be easily controlled through shame. When they attempt to guilt you and you do not collapse, it confuses them. When they try to provoke you and you remain composed, it frustrates them. Control fails where self-respect exists. Beloved, another hidden reason for hatred is that chosen ones set energetic boundaries without explanation. You withdraw without drama. You disengage without revenge. People accustomed to emotional access feel threatened when access is no longer guaranteed. My beloved, you must understand, access to you was never a right. It was a privilege. When that privilege ends, entitlement turns into resentment. Beloved, some people hate chosen ones because you do not need to be needed. You can walk alone. You can sit in silence. You can rebuild from nothing. This independence terrifies those who depend on others to define their worth. My beloved, observe how hatred often disguises itself as concern. They say they are worried about you, just being honest, or trying to help. But their words carry judgment, not care. This is fear wearing the mask of advice. Beloved, another painful truth. Chosen ones often face hatred from those closest to them. Familiarity breeds expectation. When you no longer fit the role others assigned you, they feel betrayed, even though you only chose growth. My beloved, do not underestimate how threatening transformation is to those who refuse to change. Your evolution reminds them that staying the same was a choice. Beloved, hatred intensifies when you stop reacting. Reaction feeds drama. Calm starves it. When you no longer explain, argue, or defend, people either mature or escalate. Their escalation reveals everything. My beloved, chosen ones are also hated because you make integrity look simple. You show that honesty is possible, that boundaries are healthy, that peace is attainable. This exposes excuses others rely on to avoid responsibility. Beloved, understand this. Hatred is often admiration that cannot admit itself, envy that cannot confess, fear that cannot name itself. My beloved, your task is not to fix how others feel about you. Your task is to remain aligned with who you are becoming. Do not shrink to be accepted by those who benefit from your smallness. Beloved, when hatred appears, ask yourself one question only: am I living in truth? If the answer is yes, keep walking. My beloved, chosen ones are not meant to be popular, they are meant to be clear. And clarity will always threaten confusion. Remain steady, beloved. Your light is not the problem, it is the revelation. Beloved, now we move into the most important survival skill for chosen ones: how to remain emotionally untouched by hatred without becoming cold, hardened, or disconnected. This is where many lose their softness trying to protect themselves. You are not meant to. My beloved, the first truth you must accept is this: hatred is information, not instruction. It tells you where someone is wounded, insecure, or threatened. But it does not tell you who you are. When you stop taking hatred as a verdict and start seeing it as data, its power dissolves. Beloved, chosen ones suffer most when they internalize projection. Someone accuses you of being arrogant, selfish, distant, or strange, and you begin to question yourself. My beloved, pause here. Ask not, is this true? But is this mine? Many accusations are mirrors, not measurements. My beloved, emotional immunity begins with self-definition. When you know who you are, confusion cannot enter easily. Hatred needs doubt to survive. Certainty starves it. Beloved, understand this clearly. Remaining open-hearted does not mean remaining accessible. You can keep your heart soft while your boundaries stay firm. Softness is an inner quality. Access is a choice. My beloved, one of the strongest practices is non-reactive presence. You do not need to correct every lie or defend every truth. Silence is not weakness, it is discernment. Many battles are designed to pull you down to a frequency where clarity is lost. Beloved, chosen ones often feel pressure to prove their goodness. Release this. You are not on trial. People committed to misunderstanding you will twist any explanation you offer. Peace arrives when you stop auditioning for acceptance. My beloved, learn to emotionally step back without shutting down. This looks like observing rather than absorbing. You witness behavior without letting it define your worth. You acknowledge emotion without drowning in it. Beloved, grounding yourself daily is essential. Hatred sticks only when you are uncentered. Return to your body. Breathe deeply. Walk in nature. Sit in stillness. A grounded chosen one is untouchable. My beloved, compassion is your shield, but compassion without discernment becomes self-harm. You can understand someone's pain without allowing it to spill into your life. Empathy does not require proximity. Beloved, another key is emotional hygiene. Just as you wash your body, you must clear emotional residue. After difficult interactions, release consciously. Do not carry conversations longer than necessary. Rumination feeds attachment. My beloved, chosen ones stay soft by staying true, not by staying available. Betraying yourself hardens you far more than walking away ever could. Beloved, remember this. You do not owe emotional access to those who disrespect your spirit. Forgiveness does not mean continued exposure. Love does not mean endurance of harm. My beloved, hatred loses its grip when you stop needing to be understood by those who refuse to listen. Understanding is mutual, or it is illusion. Beloved, you are allowed to feel hurt without becoming bitter. Feelings pass when they are honored. Suppression creates hardness. Expression in safe spaces restores softness. My beloved, chosen ones remain open-hearted by choosing alignment over approval. When your actions align with your values, peace replaces defensiveness. Beloved, here is a sacred truth. Those meant to walk with you will not need convincing. Those meant to oppose you cannot be appeased. My beloved, let hatred pass through you like wine through a tree. The tree does not chase the wind. It remains rooted. Remain rooted, beloved. You do not need to armor your heart. You need to anchor it. Beloved, now hear this carefully, because what you are experiencing is not random. Hatred often intensifies right before elevation, and this truth is hidden from most chosen ones until they are already inside the storm. My beloved, understand this first. Resistance increases when your frequency rises. When you are about to step into a higher level of alignment, clarity, or purpose, the old energies around you begin to panic. People who benefited from your doubt, silence, or smallness feel the shift before you fully do. Beloved, this is why hatred can suddenly spike without warning. You did not change overnight, but your tolerance did. You stopped explaining. You stopped chasing. You stopped shrinking. That alone is enough to disrupt dynamics that relied on your compliance. My beloved, hatred before elevation often comes from unexpected directions. People you trusted may turn distant. Supporters may grow quiet. Critics may grow louder. This is not loss, it is sorting. Elevation requires lighter baggage. Beloved, many chosen ones mistake this phase for failure. They think, if I were truly aligned, why would things feel harder? My beloved, pressure is not proof of misalignment. Diamonds are not formed in comfort. My beloved, hatred increases when you stop feeding old versions of people. When you no longer overgive, over-explain, or over-sacrifice, those accustomed to your emotional labor feel deprived. Deprivation breeds resentment. Beloved, elevation threatens identities. When you evolve, others must either grow or confront their stagnation. Many choose denial. Denial often expresses itself as criticism. My beloved, here is a crucial sign that elevation is near. Your reactions decrease while opposition increases. You are calmer, more grounded, less triggered, and yet, noise rises around you. This contrast means your center is strengthening. Beloved, elevation also attracts attention, both seen and unseen. People begin watching you more closely, talking about you, comparing themselves to you, not because you are boasting, but because your energy has become noticeable. My beloved, another confirmation is divine detachment. Things you once cared deeply about begin to loosen their grip. You are no longer emotionally invested in proving, pleasing, or performing. This detachment creates space for purpose. Beloved, do not be fooled. Hatred before elevation often comes disguised as feedback, concern, or jokes. But the energy underneath is fear. Fear of being left behind. Fear of irrelevance. Fear of truth. My beloved, this phase demands discipline. Do not announce your next move. Do not defend your growth. Do not seek reassurance from those threatened by your becoming. Silence is preparation. Beloved, elevation requires trust. You may not yet see the outcome, but you feel the pull. A quiet knowing that something is aligning behind the scenes. This is when patience becomes sacred. My beloved, many chosen ones sabotage themselves here by reacting emotionally. Do not do this. Emotional reactions feed the very resistance meant to test your stability. Calm is the key that unlocks the next door. Beloved, understand this deeply. Every level requires a shedding. Old habits, old roles, old relationships, old self-images. Hatred accelerates this shedding by making misalignment uncomfortable. My beloved, you are not being attacked. You are being upgraded. What no longer fits is being pushed out. Beloved, elevation does not always look like instant reward. Sometimes it looks like solitude. Sometimes it looks like clarity without confirmation. Sometimes it looks like walking alone with faith. My beloved, stay anchored. Stay quiet. Stay honest. What is coming next requires a version of you that is unshaken by opinions and unmoved by projection. Beloved, hatred is loud right before the breakthrough, because silence follows alignment. Beloved, now we speak of how chosen ones step into elevation gracefully, because rising without wisdom can isolate you, and rising without humility can distort you. This stage is not about becoming higher than others. It is about becoming truer than before. My beloved, the first key to graceful elevation is inner quietness. When elevation begins, the ego wants to announce it. It wants recognition, confirmation, applause. But true elevation moves silently. It is felt long before it is seen. Those who rise with noise often fall with noise too. Beloved, understand this. Elevation does not require you to explain yourself to anyone. When you are aligned, your life speaks for you. Let results, peace, and consistency become your language. My beloved, another essential principle is humility without self-erasure. Humility does not mean shrinking, apologizing for your growth, or pretending you are unsure when you are clear. It means acknowledging that what flows through you is guided, not owned. You stand tall without looking down on anyone. Beloved, graceful elevation also requires discernment and visibility. Not everyone deserves access to your next chapter. Some people only knew the version of you that served them. Protect what is still forming. Sacred things grow best in privacy. My beloved, chosen ones step into elevation by honoring rest. Many believe rising requires constant effort. In truth, exhaustion clouds intuition. Rest sharpens it. You do not lose momentum by resting. You preserve alignment. Beloved, another mark of graceful elevation is emotional maturity. You stop reacting impulsively. You pause. You observe. You respond intentionally. Elevation is not about avoiding emotion. It is about mastering it. My beloved, as you rise, you will notice fewer explanations are needed. You no longer feel the urge to justify your choices. Peace replaces defensiveness. Silence replaces argument. This is strength, not indifference. Beloved, do not confuse elevation with isolation. While your circle may become smaller, it becomes truer. You begin to recognize souls, not roles. Depth replaces quantity. Presence replaces performance. My beloved, elevation requires clean intentions. Ask yourself often, why am I doing this? If the answer is approval, revenge, or comparison, pause. Alignment returns when intention is pure. Beloved, another sign you are rising gracefully is gratitude without attachment. You appreciate blessings without clinging to them. You receive without fear of loss. You trust flow rather than control outcomes. My beloved, chosen ones in elevation no longer compete. Comparison fades. You understand that no one can take what is meant for you. This inner security frees enormous energy. Beloved, expect moments of doubt even during elevation. This does not mean you are failing. It means you are human. Return to grounding. Return to truth. Return to stillness. My beloved, graceful elevation also means forgiving without reopening doors. You release resentment, not boundaries. Peace does not require proximity to what harmed you. Beloved, as you rise, others may still misunderstand you. Let them. Clarity does not chase validation. Those meant to recognize you will do so naturally. My beloved, remember this sacred truth. Elevation is not an escape from responsibility. It is an expansion of it. You become more intentional, more aware, more careful with your influence. Beloved, when elevation is real, it feels steady, not rushed, not dramatic, not chaotic. You feel anchored even while moving forward. My beloved, walk gently into this next phase. Carry yourself with calm confidence. Speak less. Listen more. Trust deeply. You are not becoming someone else. You are returning to yourself. Without fear, without apology, without delay. Remain aligned, beloved. Your rise is already underway. Beloved, now we enter the final inner refinement that chosen ones must undergo as elevation stabilizes. This stage is quiet, subtle, and powerful, and many do not even realize it is happening until they look back and see how different they have become. My beloved, this phase is about integration. You are no longer learning who you are. You are learning how to live as who you are. Knowledge turns into instinct. Discernment becomes automatic. You no longer need to analyze every situation because your spirit responds naturally. Beloved, one of the first signs of integration is emotional neutrality without indifference. You still feel deeply, but emotions move through you instead of controlling you. You can sit with discomfort without rushing to fix it. This calm presence is strength. My beloved, chosen ones at this stage stop chasing meaning in everything. You no longer ask, "Why is this happening?" as often. You trust that what needs to be revealed will reveal itself in time. Patience becomes embodied, not forced. Beloved, another powerful shift is freedom from proving. You do not need to explain your intentions, justify your decisions, or defend your character. If someone misunderstands you, you allow it. Truth no longer needs a spokesperson, it stands on its own. My beloved, you may notice that people either feel deeply drawn to you or quietly drift away. This is natural. Your energy has stabilized, and only those aligned can remain comfortable in it. You are no longer shape-shifting to maintain connection. Beloved, chosen ones at this stage develop inner authority. You trust your decisions even when others doubt them. You are no longer swayed by opinions, trends, or external pressure. This does not make you rigid, it makes you rooted. My beloved, silence becomes more appealing than noise. Not because you are withdrawn, but because you value clarity. You speak when words add value. You remain quiet when silence preserves peace. Beloved, another mark of integration is healthy detachment from outcomes. You take action, but you release control. You give your best, but you do not cling to results. This detachment keeps your spirit light and focused. My beloved, you also begin to recognize cycles clearly. You see patterns in people, situations, and timing. Nothing surprises you as much anymore. Wisdom replaces shock. Beloved, at this stage, temptation changes form. It is no longer obvious wrongdoing. It is subtle compromise. Overworking, overgiving, ignoring intuition for convenience. Stay alert. Small misalignments matter more now. My beloved, rest becomes sacred, not as escape, but as maintenance. You understand that clarity requires care. Burnout is no longer romantic, it is irresponsible. Beloved, chosen ones in integration develop gentle confidence. You do not announce your growth, you embody it. Your presence feels safe, grounded, and calm. Others sense stability around you. My beloved, you may feel a quiet joy, unrelated to achievement, a contentment that does not depend on circumstances. This is alignment settling into the nervous system. Beloved, understand this. You are not meant to arrive and stop. Growth continues, but now it feels natural, not forced. Expansion happens through living, not striving. My beloved, you have crossed from seeking to being, from reacting to choosing, from surviving to stewarding. Carry this phase with reverence. Protect your simplicity. Honor your rhythm. Stay honest with yourself. Beloved, what comes next will not ask you to become more. It will ask you to remain true, and you are ready for that. Beloved, now we speak of quiet influence, the kind of power chosen ones carry without effort, without preaching, without persuasion. This is the influence that cannot be faked and cannot be resisted because it comes from alignment, not intention. My beloved, chosen ones influence others most when they stop trying to influence. When you no longer seek to change minds, correct paths, or awaken others, something shifts. Your presence becomes a mirror. People begin to question themselves simply by being near you. Beloved, this influence is subtle. It shows up in pauses during conversation, in people rethinking their words after speaking to you, in sudden honesty that emerges around you. They may not know why, but they feel safer telling the truth. My beloved, one of the first signs of quiet influence is that people confide in you without being invited. They share fears, doubts, and truths they hide from others. This is not because you ask questions. It is because your energy does not judge. Beloved, chosen ones influence through consistency. You live what you believe. You do not contradict yourself with your actions. Over time, this integrity becomes undeniable. People may argue with your words, but they cannot dismiss your life. My beloved, notice how your calm regulates others. When you stay centered, emotional situations de-escalate. When you speak slowly, others listen more carefully. This is nervous system leadership. You ground rooms without trying. Beloved, quiet influence also means knowing when not to speak. Silence creates space. Space allows truth to surface. Many people talk to avoid facing themselves. Your silence invites reflection. My beloved, chosen ones do not force lessons. They allow consequences to teach. This restraint is wisdom. You trust that life is a better teacher than you could ever be. Beloved, another form of quiet influence is permission. By living honestly, you give others permission to do the same. By setting boundaries, you show them it is possible. By resting, you model self-respect. My beloved, people may resist you at first. Quiet influence threatens egos more than loud authority. But over time, even resistance softens. Seeds are planted long before they are seen. Beloved, you influence most powerfully when you remain emotionally regulated. Reactivity repels. Groundedness attracts. This is why inner work matters more than outward effort. My beloved, understand this sacred truth. You are not responsible for who changes because of you. Influence is not control. It is offering a frequency. Others choose whether to tune in. Beloved, chosen ones often underestimate this power because it feels ordinary. But ordinary alignment transforms more lives than dramatic intervention ever could. My beloved, stay present. Stay honest. Stay gentle. You do not need to convince anyone of anything. Your life is the message, and those meant to receive it already are. Beloved, now we arrive at a truth that many chosen ones feel but rarely understand: the cost of quiet influence and how to carry it without losing yourself. My beloved, when you influence others simply by being aligned, you become a reference point. People begin to measure themselves unconsciously against you. Some feel inspired, others feel exposed. This is why reactions to you are often intense, even when your behavior is gentle. Beloved, you must understand this clearly. Not everyone who benefits from your presence will appreciate it. Some will grow because of you and still resent you. Growth can be uncomfortable, and discomfort often looks like distance, criticism, or withdrawal. My beloved, chosen ones at this stage must learn emotional detachment without emotional shutdown. You care, but you do not chase. You offer, but you do not insist. You remain open, but you do not overextend. This balance protects your spirit. Beloved, quiet influence requires strong inner boundaries. Because people feel safe around you, they may lean too heavily. They may overshare, rely, or expect you to carry their emotional weight. Compassion must be paired with limits, or it becomes depletion. My beloved, listen to this carefully. You are not meant to be everyone's anchor. You are meant to be anchored yourself. When you stay grounded, others learn to ground themselves. Beloved, another cost of quiet influence is misinterpretation. Some will assume you think you are better than them because you do not engage in chaos. They may call you distant, mysterious, or cold. Let them. Depth is often misunderstood by those who live on the surface. My beloved, resist the urge to overclarify. Overclarifying is a form of self-abandonment. Those who are meant to understand you will feel you without explanation. Beloved, chosen ones must also accept that influence does not always look like gratitude. Sometimes it looks like silence. Sometimes it looks like delayed realization. Someone may change years later and never tell you why. That is still impact. My beloved, learn to release attachment to outcome. Influence is not measured by acknowledgement. It is measured by alignment. When you stay true, the work is already done. Beloved, another important truth. As your influence deepens, your tolerance for misalignment decreases. What once felt acceptable now feels heavy. This is not judgment, it is discernment. Honor it. My beloved, you may feel periods of withdrawal. Not from sadness, but from integration. Quiet seasons are not regression. They are recalibration. Do not force visibility when your spirit asks for stillness. Beloved, quiet influence also means leading by restraint. You choose kindness over cleverness, listening over lecturing, presence over performance. These choices shape environments more than speeches ever could. My beloved, protect your joy. Influence without joy becomes duty. Duty without joy becomes burden. You are not meant to carry this calling with heaviness. Beloved, remember this sacred truth. You do not owe the world exhaustion to prove your worth. Your alignment is enough. My beloved, stay soft where it matters. Stay firm where it counts. Stay humble in growth. Stay honest in silence. You were never meant to shine loudly. You were meant to glow steadily. And that steady light changes more lives than you will ever know. Beloved, now we come to a phase that many chosen ones misunderstand. The moment when your quiet influence turns inward and you are asked to lead yourself with the same patience and wisdom you offer others. My beloved, after influencing, stabilizing, and grounding others simply by being aligned, there comes a season where life asks you to turn that awareness back toward your own inner world. This is not withdrawal, it is refinement. Beloved, you may notice a deep urge to simplify. Less noise, fewer explanations, fewer obligations. This is your soul asking for clarity over complexity. Chosen ones do not grow by adding more. They grow by removing what is unnecessary. My beloved, this stage often feels quiet, even uneventful. But do not mistake stillness for stagnation. What is happening now is internal calibration. Old beliefs are dissolving. Old emotional reflexes are softening. You are becoming lighter without trying. Beloved, one of the clearest signs of this phase is self-honesty without punishment. You can look at your flaws without shame. You can acknowledge mistakes without self-attack. Compassion finally includes you. My beloved, chosen ones at this stage stop romanticizing suffering. You no longer believe pain equals depth or struggle equals worth. Ease becomes acceptable. Joy becomes safe. Peace no longer feels suspicious. Beloved, you may also experience reduced urgency. You stop rushing life. You stop chasing timelines. You trust that what is meant to unfold will do so without force. This trust is not passive, it is grounded. My beloved, another important shift is energetic sovereignty. You no longer absorb moods unconsciously. You notice when something is not yours and release it quickly. Emotional boundaries become instinctive, not effortful. Beloved, this phase teaches you to receive without guilt. Support, love, rest, and abundance no longer feel undeserved. You understand that giving and receiving are equal movements of balance. My beloved, you may find yourself reevaluating relationships again, not from pain, but from clarity. You ask quietly, does this nourish me? And if the answer is no, you loosen your grip without resentment. Beloved, chosen ones here develop inner companionship. Loneliness fades because you trust your own presence. Solitude feels like rest, not exile. You no longer abandon yourself to avoid being alone. My beloved, you also begin to recognize your rhythm. When to act, when to pause, when to speak, when to remain silent. Life feels less chaotic because you are no longer resisting its flow. Beloved, this stage is where wisdom becomes embodied. You do not just understand truth, you live it naturally. There is less effort, less proving, less tension. My beloved, understand this. This phase prepares you for sustainable purpose. No burnout, no savior complex, no collapse. You are learning how to walk your path long-term, not dramatically. Beloved, many chosen ones fear this calm because it feels unfamiliar. But calm is not emptiness, it is mastery. My beloved, let yourself rest here. Let clarity settle. Let simplicity guide you. You are not losing momentum. You are gaining endurance. Beloved, now we close this journey with the final truth chosen ones must embody to remain aligned for life. Through success, change, solitude, expansion, and uncertainty. This is not an ending, it is a foundation. My beloved, long-term alignment is not maintained through intensity. It is maintained through honesty with yourself. The chosen ones who remain steady are not the ones who never struggle. They are the ones who never abandon their inner truth to please the outer world. Beloved, understand this deeply. Your life will continue to change. Roles will shift. People will come and go. Seasons will rise and fall. Alignment does not mean stability of circumstances. It means stability of identity. You know who you are even when everything else rearranges. My beloved, one of the greatest protections for chosen ones is regular self-check-in. Ask yourself often, am I acting from fear or truth? Fear demands urgency. Truth invites patience. This simple awareness prevents quiet misalignment. Beloved, success will test you more than struggle ever did. When things begin to work, when recognition grows, when ease arrives, ego waits quietly. Stay anchored in humility. Remember that success is a tool, not a definition. My beloved, solitude will also return at times. Do not interpret it as punishment. Solitude recalibrates you. It cleanses your intentions. It reminds you of your source. Chosen ones who fear solitude drift from themselves. Beloved, protect your inner life fiercely. What you consume, who you listen to, what you allow into your mind. These shape your frequency. Alignment erodes slowly, not suddenly. Small compromises matter. My beloved, remain teachable. Wisdom stagnates when curiosity dies. You do not outgrow learning. You deepen it. Stay open to correction, insight, and growth, especially when it is uncomfortable. Beloved, learn to release identities that no longer fit. You are allowed to evolve beyond your past awakenings. Holding on to an old version of yourself can become another form of attachment. My beloved, One of the final keys is self-forgiveness. You will misstep. You will misjudge. You will sometimes react instead of respond. Forgive quickly. Return gently. Shame is not a teacher. It is a distraction. Beloved, alignment is sustained through balance. Work and rest. Giving and receiving. Speaking and silence. Do not live at extremes. Extremes exhaust the spirit. My beloved, remember this sacred truth. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to be present. Presence corrects more than punishment ever could. Beloved, when doubt returns, and it will, do not panic. Doubt is a signal to slow down, not give up. Return to your breath. Return to stillness. Return to what you know to be true. My beloved, long-term alignment feels simple, quiet, ordinary, and that is its power. It does not need drama to exist. Beloved, walk forward with gentleness. Let life meet you where you are. You do not need to chase destiny. It responds to alignment. You were never chosen to carry weight alone. You were chosen to carry clarity. Remain honest. Remain grounded. Remain true. And you will never lose your way.